Assalamualaikum and salam Malaysia Madani. My name is Aizah Hazim Muhammad Hisham, and today for my informative speech assignment, I'm going to talk about the different types of engines that has different usage. Did you know, other than the normal petrol we use to fill up our car, there are others who fill up theirs with diesel, propane, methane, ethanol, and even charge the vehicle with electricity or fill it up with hydrogen, which is the main component of water. There is no surprise that we came a long way from putting an engine into boats to putting an engine into anything that moves and travels a distance. Mankind has evolved the creation of the car engine numerous ways, providing new methods of construction of the engine and increasing the efficiency of the engine, thus making it more reliable and safe. A car engine is the central core of the vehicle as it provides the mechanism for the car to actually move in any direction possible. Without the engine, the car would not simply move at all, staying still as a big hunk of metal. The engine not only provides the generation of thrust to the vehicle, it also runs many systems within the car itself, such as the air conditioning system, the electrical system that powers our radio and other electrical appliances, and also the power steering system, making it more easier to steer the car, and many more. Knowing this, and the inner workings of an engine might save you by knowing the problems occur in your car, or just getting away from getting scammed by a mechanic who's looking to make a profit and to scam you. I have always been fascinated by the mechanism of a car engine, how it functions and runs, how all the moving parts correlating to one another, all moving in synchronization to function the car engine as it should be. The way of a car engine works and how it runs is nothing short of an engineering masterpiece that has been given a lot of thought and discussion to make it reliable and safe so that it can be used all around the world. The engine is the most important part of the car. Knowing the inner working of the engine can provide more details into the problems that occur in your car. Many would not care or not even simply realize the limitation of the car engine, that the car engine needs to be monitored quite closely so that the engine is ensured to be running for a long period of time. Did you know the first known working internal combustion engine is built in 1807 in France? The engine was used with a series of controlled dust explosions so that it can make combustion and powered a boat. There are many types of engine in this day of age, but we often see the typical piston engine and also the Wankel engine. The piston engine was firstly built in France by the Renault brothers of Claude and Decevaux. A piston engine consists of a piston that is a moving disc that moves in a gas-tight enclosed cylinder, compressing a mixture of air and fuel to make combustion and generates the engine itself to spin, thus providing thrust. A piston engine is now commonly used in all cars, motorcycles, and trucks worldwide. Next up is the Wankel engine. The Wankel engine consists of a triangular shaped rotor in an oval shaped housing. There is a different set of engine from the piston engine. The Wankel engine also compresses a mixture of air and fuel to make combustion with the same purpose of the piston engine. Although the engine is infamous and not commonly used, it used to be applied in cars. It is used in cars and some experimental motorcycles. In terms of reliability, it is now deemed that the piston engine is more reliable than the Wankel engine. The Wankel engine is deemed unreliable because of the apex seal. The apex seal of the Wankel engine, located at the end of each corner of the triangular shaped rotor, can only withstand a certain mileage, about 2,500 kilometers, and thus needs to be replaced after a certain period of time. To get to the apex seal, an overhaul of the Wankel engine is needed, apart from the usual maintenance, therefore making it more expensive to maintain than the piston engine. The Wankel engine is also deemed more unreliable as it consumes more fuel than the common piston engine does. To continue, the piston engine is able to withstand hundreds of thousands of kilometers before finally breaking down if it's maintained and serviced regularly on time. And also the fuel consumption of a piston engine is not as nearly terrible as the Wankel engine. Next is the different types of fuel used by an engine. The normal engine typically uses petroleum, or petrol for short, and is used in cars and motorcycles. But there are also other types of fuel, such as diesel. Diesel is used mainly in trucks and heavy machinery. But did you know there are some manufacturers that uses diesel engines for their cars, such as BMW and Mercedes, as diesel power engines are they more powerful. There are many ways to differentiate between a normal petrol engine and a diesel engine, with the usage of spark plug. A typical petrol engine has a spark plug, whereas a diesel engine does not. It is very important that both fuels are not mixed into different fuel power engines, and here is the reason why. The typical petrol engine has a spark plug that is used to ignite the mixture of fuel and air to provide combustion in the combustion chamber and thus generates the engine to start. Diesel engine does not have a spark plug, mainly relying on the pressure built up the combustion engine in the combustion chamber of the engine to provide combustion, thus generating the engine to start. So it is important to not mix between different types of fuel in different types of fuel power engines. Now I'm going to talk about the different usage of a car engine. Other than the mode of transportation, the typical engine are also used in race cars, racing motorcycles, and many types of races that involve the usage of a vehicle, such as rallycross, motocross, and many more. Piston engines are commonly used in racing, but also at the Wankel engine. Did you know the Mazda 787B is an example of the application of the Wankel engine in racing? The Mazda 787B is one of the fastest race car ever produced, competing with brands from Audi and Nissan, and broke the stereotype of the Wankel engine being unreliable. As I have mentioned earlier, the Wankel engine can be unreliable due to the apex seal of the rotor, and the fuel consumption of the car is way too much compared to a piston engine. But the Mazda 787B proved it's wrong. The Mazda 787B raced and won the 24-hour of Le Mans in 1991, and it became the first Japanese car to ever win the race. Now I'm going to talk about the different types of fuel used in these races. Propane, methane, and ethanol is the type of fuels that are commonly used in these type of races, apart from the normal petroleum. But diesel has also made an appearance in these races as an experiment, but it has proven to be not as powerful or reliable than the other types of fuel. Based on the ideas that I have shared previously, we now know and understand more on the functionality, advantages, and the disadvantages of the different types of car engines and the different types of fuel. I hope that my viewers have opened up their minds and understand more on the different types of engine with its different types of usage. Thank you.